Yeah. When you need piss, I'll just say.
I went the fucking the Isle of Man TT, and I went with a bloke from work, and every time I have a drink, I'm just like, as soon as a fucking beer touches my fucking insides, I'm like, right, I need a piss, and it was like, I was just pissing everywhere. I was like pissing walls and that, and he was just like, how many fucking pisses are you having, like? And I was just like, I'm just fucking can't stop pissing.
I'm dead good. My bladder's like a fucking balloon, man.
Oh,
like,
man,
honestly, I could go all night without a piss. I can.
Honestly, man, if I'm just drinking like water, well, maybe not tea, because tea's fucking terrible. I think tea.
Beer's a diuretic, though.
Yeah.
Diuretic.
What's that mean?
It means that it makes you piss.
Yeah.
Beer and caffeine.
Yeah.
I think it's diuretic, the
Nah,
term. Yeah, and it means it makes you piss.
Oh,
That's why you
shit, I
get
didn't know.
dehydrated. That's why you get hangovers, because you're
And that's why-
dehydrated. That's
'cause
why
you're
your
always
head
pissing.
pounds.
I didn't know that.
Because you're always pissing all
Oh,
the time.
shit, I
Have
didn't
you heard
know.
of that
So
pill
that's
that people can take now? It's
What?
called the survival pill.
what to
What? No.
get rid of a
And
hangover.
basically you drink it whilst you
On the piss.
I'm thinking if it's something to do with that now.
Must be, yeah.
something.
Well, that's why they say you should always, like, if you go out drinking, have a pint, then have some water, then have a pint. So you constantly,
yeah.
once you're pissing that out, you're getting your level back.
Yeah.
Oh, so
That's the reason why, like, you get dehydrated when you
so
drink.
you wake up with that. So your hangover is basically because you've just been fucking.
Just
Yeah.
because you've been pissing.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
that's why
yeah.
you get a pounding headache. Obviously, being sick and stuff's like something else, but.
Sambuca.
So
No, I can't stand Sambuca.
No, I can't either. It's fucking horrid.
Yeah.
I'd rather drink fucking turbs.
I don't like Sambuca. And I don't like them fucking like aniseed fucking
What?
shit. I don't like any shots, to be honest. I mean, I don't mind tequila.
Rocky's
don't know.
fucking
oh,
aniseed,
no,
isn't it?
what's the name for it?
What Jägermeister?
Oh,
Oh
Absinthe.
no, that's
Absinthe, yeah.
Absinthe,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like absinthe.
I don't mind Jägers.
I don't
man.
mind
I-
absinthe. Oh, mate.
Jaeger's a nice. I like Jaeger straight. I like
I like-
cough
Yeah.
medicine taste.
Yeah,
though.
I like root beer, man. I fucking love root beer.
I love root
Root
beer.
beer's
It's
nice. Yeah.
fucking ace. There's so many people who are like, oh, I don't know, you can drink it. It
I
tastes
know,
like
I love it, mate.
mouthwash. I'm like, it's fucking ace.
No, I
It's
bought some.
fucking
I bought some
dead
from
nice.
Tesco. It was dead expensive though.
You can get where did we go that night when we went to Marv's? Is it Sainsbury's? And I found 6 cans for fucking like £1.50.
Yeah, Sainsbury's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Root beer.
Yeah, honestly,
Joking.
like that size can,
Yeah.
like root beer. But
I bought 4 bottles, but it
You
was
me-
about £6 for fucking
Yeah.
4
You
bottles.
you know what's that company called who does the ginger ale? Is it Frank's?
I don't know.
It used to, it's in a it's got a black label. It's called, I'm sure it's called Frank's, and they do an alcoholic ginger beer. But they used to do a cream label, and it was alcoholic root beer,
Mate,
and it was fucking dead nice. And it used to get you, if you like root beer,
I
just-
love root beer.
you get you fucking on your. It was like 6% as well. You'd be on your
Mate,
horse,
I
man.
love it.
Mm.
I'm going to have to get some.
Yeah, I've looked for it on the internet for alcoholic root beer, and I cannot find it over here. Maybe the dark web. Maybe we could get a.
Hey, I can spend my bitcoins.
Maybe we could spend the bitcoins on alcoholic root beer.
Yes,
Yeah, because your Bitcoin's been going up lately, hasn't it?
it's grim, great, grim.
It's grim.
Grim, great.
Oh no!
it's
Grim.
great.
Oh no! I've got more money.
I've got too much money now.
Yeah,
Can't
you need to get into it, Reece. Tell me.
What I'm gonna do is
I'll set you up.
I've been paid today, but unfortunately all my money's gone out as usual.
instantly.
So I owe him some money for these lenses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good lenses. Though.
They're all right, man. We made a mistake first because we bought some 50mm ones that were too close,
Okay.
which were perfect for like one-on-one podcasts.
Yeah.
But we needed
Yeah, the
Portrait
first
lenses,
podcast.
aren't
people
they?
in. Yeah.
With just me and Reece on.
Oh,
That's as wide as you could get them.
Is that the one where it was like one camera on you looked sharp, and then the other one looked like?
Yeah, no, that was because of Wes.
Oh right.
Wes just can't fucking focus right. But he
don't
got his
worry.
comeuppance because last week
Yeah.
when we did fucking the
High-vis
High-vis.
jackets.
High-Vis Jacket Theory one, I made a mistake and I made us blurry. So,
Yeah.
but at least
We're getting there now.
we've had one of Wes blurry and then one
What's this
of
now?
me blurry.
Number 4 podcast.
This is our fourth
including
podcast.
Fourth one.
Yeah, yeah.
Including the pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're getting there.
So this is Black Coast,
This-
everyone.
Yeah.
We'll,
Hello.
start the
Hey up.
podcast off.
How's it going? How's it going? Yeah.
Hello, and who are you?
I am Scott Pinnington, and I play guitar in Black Coast.
No, I'm Joe, and I play guitar in Black Coast.
Well,
It's weird, isn't it, when cause you've been having a conversation for ages, and then when you've got the headphones and the microphone on, you can hear your own voice back to you. The vibes kind of change a little bit, but for you guys, I already know that you're pretty much used to being on radio stations and having interviews and stuff, and
Yeah.
you even appeared in Weatherspoon's booklet or something.
mate,
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you
Yeah,
what.
great that
no,
was.
Yeah.
We got a pretty good off that though. The amount of people who as messages saying, "Oh, fucking all right, you've made it. You're in fucking
Yeah.
Weatherspoons magazine. Now it doesn't matter about anything else. You're famous now, like." But that was like.
I think it was just because the photo shoot was so awkward because we were just
fuck
like
me.
we were in the Hanley one, so we were stood and like when you go up the stairs and there's that
Loads
like
of people.
Well,
sort
so
of
somebody
little-
took a picture whilst you were in with it.
while we were in
Weatherspoons
Weatherspoons before we
centre
played
photography.
the mill, wasn't it?
Yeah, we played the Sugar Mill and
Or the
before we played,
Underground or something.
well, yeah, we
Yeah.
played whatever venue it was in Stoke. And
So how did they get to know that you like Weatherspoons? And
it was that fucking top 10 Weatherspoons thing when we released the.
Oh yeah,
can, we,
because
can, we, can we go into that though? Because we were like fucking major.
Yeah,
Let's
go
forget
into it,
about
please.
this.
Go on.
Yeah.
You go on.
Well, what it was is obviously, I mean, the story actually goes back further because obviously it was one with the record label, and like, shall I just go from the beginning of what everything is, just so you
Fuck
get
it,
a
yeah,
fucking
might as well, man.
right,
We got
So-
till 7 o'clock.
right sound. Well, my watch has stopped. So we've got like a lot of time to go into it. So obviously the band started out 3 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
about
And then did a recording with a guy named James Statham that we got signed to management label called Capital Artist Management. Our manager's called Dal Pryor, great guy, fucking top lad. Done a lot for us, Auntie Joe.
Yeah.
He manages
yeah.
quite a few bands as well.
Yeah,
doesn't he?
he's got he's got some really fucking good bands like pop punk bands and stuff, and he's working with some bands from Australia, and he's got a lot of good contacts.
Don't
He's,
manage Peter 118 by any chance, does he?
No, I don't know.
Ah, okay.
That's God into it.
He said
like,
pop
God-
punk then. I was just thinking.
yeah, pop punk. that's what he's thinking.
We were one of the first, I think. Well,
We-
like one of like third band he was managing.
Yeah, he managed like, but he's spread his wings a bit, and he's getting more bands on, like and he's like I say, he's working with other bands from like Australia and stuff like that, and whatever. So we did this recording with a lad named James Statham, who's a local guy who was in a band called Incarcerate, and he recorded and just at their studio, didn't he? And then we got a message off Darryl, who was managing Incarcerate at the time, and he basically said, "Tell me a bit more about Black Coast." So,
Because when did you guys form? Was it like 2015, 16?
Yeah. Was it 2015? I think it was 15, wasn't
but
it?
we didn't like make it officially
Yeah.
thing
Yeah,
until
until
like
like 2016.
He pretty much just saw us like off a little Instagram
second.
video of like I think it was Mercenary when we first wrote Mercenary.
It wasn't even the writing, was it? It was us in the studio with James, wasn't it?
No, it was us practicing. It was in the
Oh, that
practice
was it.
room,
Sorry, yeah,
And he's
sorry,
just
yeah.
like, yeah, that was it.
And then that was it. So then we got signed to Capital Artist.
It was pretty quick going. Like you were
Like, we
together.
hadn't even done a gig.
Yeah.
We hadn't
Seriously.
we hadn't done nothing.
Fucking hell.
We hadn't done anything at all. Like, so we got signed to the management, and then he basically said, "Ghosts, aliens." He basically said,
Get onto that
I'll get
later.
onto that. He basically said, like, right, well, what we'll do is we'll get the EP finished, and then we'll put it out. So don't do any gigs until we say, right, it's time for do a gig. So we booked a gig at the Underground once. It was the first gig. And then that went, and then everything was fucking ace. Like, we went and did loads of tours. With the first year we were a band in 2016, we did a tour. We did a tour for near enough every month for that.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much every month we toured. We toured
Yeah.
like up and down the UK, fucking God knows how many times, and played to fucking nobody and played to.
How many
few-
gigs would you say you've done altogether? Have you ever like sat down to try to think about it? Like, what's your
No.
average a month that year?
I mean, at the moment, no, we
It slowed down now because we're concentrating on writing.
You're writing
Right,
a new
yeah.
new album now, aren't you?
And like we're in the studio quite a bit with Sam.
Sam Blow from Lower Lane
Lower Lane,
Studios.
he's a
yeah.
fucking dude, man.
But yeah, when we started out, it was just like we had all the stuff there, and because we just recorded it with James in his bedroom, it's like it was done and dusted, so we could just tour. So that's
Yeah.
what we did.
You know,
Just
yeah.
played show. That's what we wanted to do as well. Wanted to get
Yeah,
a
we
van
just
and
wanted
drive.
Get
and play.
got a van and just said let's do it like, and because we had management, and then management obviously got us a little bit of like a booking agent, so we could just
Well, when you said you've toured Japan, haven't you? Is that-
yeah, we toured Japan. Yeah,
Yeah.
That came. Well, actually, no, that didn't come after the second release, did it? That was before the second release.
Yeah, it was before.
That was we just recorded the. Well, it's all really weird, like, because we went in to record an album. When we went to a place called Bandit Studios, which is in
It's about half an hour away from Bristol.
Yeah, it's
where
fucking-
within that radius
It
somewhere.
was about
Can't
fucking
remember where it
four. It
was
was a
now.
bit of a trek anyway. It was about 3 hours away.
But with Johnny.
Yeah,
it
with
was
a
like-
guy
it was
named Johnny
mental.
Renshaw. It was fucking ace. Like, it was like, it was first ever time we'd been like to somewhere like that. Obviously when you've been in bands in Stoke, you normally stick to recording in Stoke and stuff like. And I know we've gone to Sam now, but that's because we feel like we want to.
A lot of people just stick in Stoke in general, like, and it's,
Yeah.
it's not
I
good.
mean,
Not good for
I
anyone,
mean,
is it?
We'll probably get into that, but my biggest thing is in Stoke is like a lot of bands. We've got good bands in Stoke, but they just don't spread the wings enough. And
Yeah.
I've always said that. Like,
I think it's another thing as well. We don't import. We don't import enough from other places.
no,
You
we
know what I
don't.
mean?
But this
No.
is going back to like going on about like the Vicky Hall and stuff like that. We've got a venue which is like probably one of the best sounding venues in the whole country, and we just use it for fucking play bingo. You know what I mean? So, or whatever. Like, they'll have like Talon Eagles tribute band on where there's like loads of just people. I don't get it. Like, when I speak to like my dad and people who I work with, older blokes, and they say like, oh, I saw Van Halen support Black Sabbath in 1978 at Vicky Hall, and then you go, who's playing there now? And you go, oh, Jeff, somebody, Robbie Williams tribute. You're like, what? Like, it's probably the best acoustic sound in the fucking
Well,
country.
apparently we're having a new venue built, aren't we?
By where the old
Bus station was. Do you
See,
have any hope out for that?
Yeah, I kind of, because I did hear somewhere as well that it was going to be an ice rink as well.
Who's going to be running that?
I don't know.
No idea.
Where was the music awards
Slash.
held? Is that Royal Albert?
No, King's Hall. That
Oh,
was.
the King's Hall. That's a good venue, isn't it?
King's Hall, yeah, it's a good venue.
Were you there at the award ceremony?
Oh
Yeah.
shit, yeah, we won.
Yeah.
We
We
won.
won.
Did
Did
you
award
win one?
Yeah,
What
we
did you
won.
win?
Metal
Best
band.
metal band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scott
Yeah,
did
I
his
did it.
Liam Gallagher.
There's a photo somewhere of the internet of me just looking like Liam. I was pissed as well. Because we didn't even think we were going to win an award, so I was just necking loads of fucking drinks. And then they were like, and the winner's Black Coast, and I was like, I'm fucked. Like, just got up on stage and just started. I was just swearing. I just couldn't stop swearing, and I was like, everybody.
Every other word on it,
Everybody
literally.
fucking get drunk and fucking get.
I must have seen you there.
You did see me with there because you were
I
with.
was with that.
Yeah, yeah.
He was with us, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I mean, what happened to that? Whatever happened to that?
Well,
Why did that?
It's-
happen?
I think-
It's Lee Barber, isn't he? He's got other projects.
Yeah, I
on.
mean,
He's-
Lee's
he's-
ace, man. Lee's ace,
yeah.
man. He's, could not. Lee's done.
I think he lost a lot of money doing it though, so he did it really out of his own pocket. I know
I mean,
a lot of it
yeah.
because he
fair
had to
play
pay for
to
the
him,
staff
man.
and everything.
I mean, I've known Lee for a long time, and he's always been good to us. The band, he's always put us
Yeah,
on.
we
good
You
should-
play
shows.
under
He
play
did
the
say-
underground quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah,
Actually,
I mean,
Yeah.
And but the good thing is you're not just playing there because you can't fucking play anywhere else.
no, we.
And every time you play there, you get hundreds of people.
yeah,
there,
it's.
so.
We love playing that.
we-
It's ace
I mean,
venue.
Mate,
Mid-South.
everyone knows you
Yeah.
guys, and like I'm really appreciative that you've actually come in because
oh, no,
like
man, I mean,
That was well.
you
I
are
go-
definitely one of the most hard-working bands in Stoke-on-Trent, aren't you?
we are the hardest working band in Stoke.
100%.
No, we just want to do it, man. We're fucking putting everything out there we're just putting our lives on hold a little bit to just
Yeah, man.
try and just fucking achieve something. Like, you look at a lot of bands from Stoke and they get to a point and it just doesn't quite just get over
Isn't
that.
it? Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just that little bit of push just to take you.
Yeah.
Just
know-
keep going as well. Like a lot of bands, tend to break up, don't
Yeah.
they? Like,
Too quick as well.
Do you reckon?
mm.
But that's funny coming from you because things started. The momentum for you started moving quite quickly, didn't it? Like as soon as you just formed the band, I mean, you were already under management,
Yeah.
and then you were touring Japan in the second year. By the second year,
Yeah.
can we talk about that? Because
fucking
it's how was it? Like, what
Amazing.
It's amazing.
is it as mental as people say? Because
Some places are, yeah.
where
Yeah.
did you go to Tokyo?
Tokyo,
Nagoya.
Osaka, and
Osaka.
Kyoto.
In Kyoto.
Do you know much Japanese?
No, absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
I was like, I mean, Stoke. I'm just a Stoke person. Like take me out of Stoke and I'll struggle with any other. I can't understand it. But we went to Japan and it was
What's this?
like,
Sushi? Can you have a sushi outgate, please?
I just,
Yeah.
I'd talk to somebody in Japan and I'd be like, blah, 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 speak to them in my, and then I'd be
Ayop.
like, they'd look at me and then I'd be like, Joe, tell them what I've just said, like.
Yeah, but it didn't even
And then-
matter because a lot of them just didn't speak English anyway.
No.
Did you pick up a lot of fans over there? What were the sort of like?
Yeah, especially we went on tour with a band called FP, and
Shout out to FP.
yeah,
FP.
the boys.
Yeah.
FP.
They'll definitely be watching this podcast.
They
right
will
now.
do because we will make them watch
We'll
it.
make them watch it. But the vocalist Juntero, he was driving us around as well,
Yeah.
and he's like fluent in English.
Yeah.
So it was like that was
That was fucking. That was ace,
But it's
man.
like when we like kind of went off like before or after the gig and we were speaking to other people, it was like trying to use Google Translate, and like I think like English translated to Japanese, Japanese translated to English is like Yoda speak, so everything's like muddled up.
Everything's
So it was
fucked
like
up.
Google
Yeah, no, it says
Translate
Jap-
just didn't even make sense.
Well,
anyway.
I actually got a question because I'm learning a bit of Japanese myself at the minute.
yeah.
Because our management is he looks after. Have you ever heard of an artist called Hotte?
No.
Big Japanese guy,
Hot egg.
and he's. Have you ever seen Kill Bill?
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Din,
Yeah.
din, din,
Oh, that- yeah.
He
That
wrote
one-
that.
that-
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, was that him?
That's
really?
like his biggest fucking tune,
Oh
like.
shit, I know that song.
But he's
yeah.
like a fucking absolute megastar in Japan. But he lives in London, and I
Not
helped.
even bigger than Gangnam Style.
No, definitely can't,
Yeah,
can't be
that's
bigger than
South-
Gangnam
that's
Style,
South
mate.
Korean, that is.
Oh, is it? Shit, my bad.
But our management looks after him, right? So like I've been pestering for ages because I think our music will be fucking wicked in Japan,
Oh, right.
and I've just always wanted to go to Japan.
And you've done backing vocals for that Hot, haven't you?
Yeah, I worked on a couple of albums
Oh,
like with him.
sick.
Yeah.
That's fucking ace, man.
Just doing some session musician work.
Yeah.
I even did a tiny bit of writing as well, like
So-
English writing.
So there's like.
Obviously not Japanese writing.
Yeah.
there's like-
You did sing
But-
a bit of Japanese.
But
didn't
yeah,
you?
that's what I was going to say because the way I started learning it was most of his lyrics are like Japanese, and the backing vocals require the Japanese fucking language, don't they?
Right,
So,
okay.
but
Shit.
the good thing about Hotte is he knows English well enough to like spell out the Japanese words phonetically for me. So like
right.
kang sen na,
Ah, right. Okay.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so-
A
so-
and O and all
yeah.
that shit.
So
like.
it's like the pronunciations of
Yeah.
them. Yeah. Oh,
But I'd
sick,
love to
man.
learn a second language anyway. I would
I've
it's
tried
just a cool
loads.
thing.
I think.
Just mastering English, eye on me.
Yeah.
think you need to,
Oh,
I think,
fuck
Scott.
me, man. You're kidding me. I'm the same as Wes, man. I'm just only doing this. Honestly, we go out to Stoke and people are just like, the fuck's he
Yeah,
on
just
about?"
look at you just with like a blank expression. like, what is he on
completely.
Yeah, you were
about?
Scouser.
No idea.
Yeah, that's what I always get. I mean, I've got, because my granddad, my dad's dad is Scouse, and my
Ah.
nan's Scouse, so I've got a Scouse kind of. And then
Oh.
my mum's dad was Irish, so I'm just fucking like, just,
Here, there,
And
and
you're-
everywhere.
yeah, man.
Stoke.
Yeah,
But
I'm
you
just
just sound
Stoke. Yeah, but I just sound Stoke, yeah.
Every time I go out outside of like Stoke-on-Trent, if I'm in Manchester or London or anywhere, people always assume you're Scouse.
They
But
always-
have you ever
Yeah.
have you ever
Yeah.
spoke to a Scouse and said that to you? And they're like, "You sound nothing like
I know,
us."
yeah. We don't sound nothing like Scousers.
But I do get it, like, because we say like a lot.
Yeah.
I've just noticed I've been saying
like
like
is
loads.
like that.
Yeah.
Like is like,
just like
like.
it.
Just
just
like
saying
that, you know.
I think it depends the area of Stoke that you're from, though.
Yeah.
Because it's like I'm.
Do you
from,
pick up on that? Particular dialects from Stoke?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like because I'm from like Newcastle and Deline way, so like, but I went to like a school in Ulsager, so it's Cheshire, so they don't
Right.
really speak Stokey in there.
They
Yeah,
don't
you're a
do
little
the-
bit more posh actually.
My
I've
my
only just
accent's
noticed.
like everyone always
Yeah.
thinks that I'm from like nearer Manchester, like
Yeah.
like more northern than
Yeah.
Stoke, because I've just got like some weird.
What would you class yourself
mongrel
as?
Accent. I'd say I'm from Stoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then the singer's from he like has to be
Yeah.
forced to say we're from Stoke because he's
Yeah.
from Cheshire. and
He's from
like,
Oh.
Nantwich,
he's
so
like,
he's
"Nan-"
like
he's like, whoa,
from
like,
Cheshire.
No, he's posher than you, like, as you
yeah,
like.
Very well spoken. No, he's very well spoken until he
He's
gets
on-
absolutely bladdered, and then he's like becomes Scouse / dead Stokey
but / Cockney.
/ Cockney,
Yeah,
depending on how
yeah,
drunk. Like,
he always goes Cockney for some reason. I
Yeah.
don't know fucking why. He's peeing.
How peckish are we feeling?
Well,
Depends.
I've just smashed 2 oatcakes in Wes's
Yeah.
kitchen, which he doesn't know
Have you
about.
actually?
Yeah. I was fucking starving, not Wes's, but Joe had him in his
Right.
I
bag.
had
but-
some sweaty oatcakes in my car.
Right, listen to this, right? We've
Yeah.
got something. We brought it specifically because you had a problem with me not liking this particular snack, right?
What, a cheese string?
No. He's a strange lad, apparently.
What
You
did I say?
guess what it says.
Have a guess. Let's play the feature and pull him out.
I remember it. Oh, clubs, man.
Got some clubs.
Clubs.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
best.
clubs are best, man.
But
Especially mint.
Reese doesn't like clubs, though, does he? Because
No, I do like clubs. I'm just saying that my mum used to buy me these for like the school snack when all my mates
Yeah.
were having Stack'em. Can you remember Dairy Stack'ems and all that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
All my mates had cool shit like that. Yeah, I had a ham sandwich and a fucking club, and it just reminds me
I'd
like.
take a club over like them any day.
Really?
Yeah.
Mate, I think you
I
guys are weird, like calling me.
I like the mint club, man.
You don't like the orange ones?
I'm
Yeah,
not really.
but
I like mint. I like.
Well, we cater for
we've
cater
got
for
cater
everybody here,
everything.
mate.
Yeah. I think I prefer the orange ones. In fact, I might end up liking these again, like you know. But they just remind me of being disappointed, like on my school break. You know what I mean?
I used to
It's
love the
just-
advert.
What? I never even knew they did an advert.
Oh, mate, the club advert's iconic.
What year are we talking?
Oh, about 1986.
Wasn't it the one where they're in like the
What
park?
were you then, Scott? Like 35?
44.
34?
No, he said how old was I in 86? I said 44.
No, how old are you now?
Who me? 35.
35.
85, mum. And how old, dude?
27.
27.
You don't look 27.
No, you
Baby
look old,
face.
yeah.
Mate.
Yeah.
Well, I look 35. Cheeky bastards.
Yeah, I'd say about 35, yeah.
I fucking feel it.
Right.
I don't look it.
It's alright.
Actually, I'll change my mind to clubs. That's nice.
I'm not big on the
Good
orange
shit.
ones, but I fucking love anything mint. I'm like anything like mint ice cream, mint fucking.
We drink a lot of herbal tea.
I was just going to ask, like,
Oh,
do you like the healthy foods and shit, like?
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah. Sometimes you have like a moment where you're like, oh, I could just eat a fucking doner kebab or some shit like that.
Yeah,
but-
that's me, like, every 3 nights. That's what I usually do, like. But mint, right? Do you like cucumber?
Mm-hmm.
Cucumber and fucking water and mint overnight. Drink it next day, apparently.
Yeah,
It's super fucking good for you, man.
Yeah.
Cucumber in water is supposed to be super fucking good for you as well, man. Just cucumber in an overnight, like you just said, but just that is
Yeah.
supposed to be fucking. Like,
I've done it with lemon. Lemon's good.
Mate, a fucking metal band. You know, like fucking proper in with
Herbal
the,
teas and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Me and you, we're quite
Proper healthy.
Yeah, we're pretty good on like when we're on tour. Like we'll try and like.
Do you cook yourselves?
We've done it a couple of times, but
we
it takes a
normally-
lot of effort.
Because what do you usually eat when you're on tour? Like, do you have to? Because you obviously you're gonna have to eat a lot of processed shit, and you're gonna have to eat things in the moment, depending on where you are. Like,
I just buy like loads of fucking fruit, like bananas
Really?
and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
man, that's dead cool, though, isn't it?
We just like we buy a lot of
Nuts.
stuff that we can graze onto
Very
like,
vegan.
throughout the day.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes, like, majority of the time when you turn up to a show, to a venue, it's like your sound check and stuff is like the usual time that you'd have your tea. So it's like if you've been grazing throughout the day, you're never like that hungry.
No.
Whereas like when I've not done that and we've turned up and I'm like, oh, absolutely starving.
Yeah.
It's like just dying sound checking. So
Yes, but a lot of the time it's just like we just get like I always buy like nuts and stuff like that as well because
Yeah.
nuts are like
I love nuts.
because they're like
beef
quite-
jerky fiend as
I mean,
well.
I always eat
What you
loads
gotta
of
avoid-
beef.
Don't you
I
beef jerky?
fucking eat beef. That is like my. If I go on tour, I just buy a bag
Love it.
heavily beef jerky, man.
That
Oh,
was
it's
snacks
so-
anyway.
Yeah.
I like snacks. I want a snack.
But what does Chaz the front man, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's his diet like? Because
McDonald's, KFC,
Yeah.
Burger King.
mate, that's dead bad because of his
But-
voice.
But no, he's actually
No,
he's
he-
cut down
yeah.
a lot just
Yeah.
lately, man. He's fucking looking trim as fuck as well. Chaz
Yeah.
is like, you know what I mean? He's
When he's pissed, he's McDonald's.
We were speaking before the
But
podcast.
yeah,
you
he's
said he was
great.
hard as fuck, didn't you?
Yeah.
oh, Chaz,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't.
I won't
yeah.
mess with Charles.
What mess with Chaz?
No, I wouldn't. The story was, which I just said, but when we were in Birmingham playing, I always forgot what the fucking venue's called. in
Was it
Birmingham.
subside?
Subside.
Was it subside?
And there's one of them
Punching
punching machines, like, and all the fucking regular people were there, like, but they were like, obviously, I don't know if they were there for the bands or whatever, like, but they were all punching this machine, like, and then Chaz just come over, put a quid in, and fucking one bombed it and got the highest score, and all these people were just like, oh, fucking hell, like, you know, they were there.
Or chavs.
Chavs,
Oh, yeah.
Chavs, let's call him Chavs. They were there basically just trying their hardest to fucking beat the score, like, but he's a fucking big lad, like, you know, you wouldn't like to, no, you just wouldn't like
Maybe you
tackle
want to take one of them machines on tour with you then.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like,
I
let him
know.
punch it and then everybody can keep putting quids in.
quids in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, he's a very pleasant guy though when you meet him.
Yeah, he's fucking ace, man, Chaz.
Very
He's
chill.
such a fucking nice dude. But everybody in the band is, like I said, it's just like everybody has their own persona, but me and Joe are very close to being very similar. Like, I say, you know, Birdie, just fucking the bass player, just will sit and just smoke. He's waiting.
Yeah, you were talking about writing your riffs together.
Yeah, man.
About the difference in the two of you.
Yeah. Yeah, like, well, we both come from different, like, not musical backgrounds, but we listen to a lot of different bands. Like, Scott's, like, more on the 80s shredder side.
You used to listen to a lot of hip hop, didn't you?
I still do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do, man. I used to be fucking big into. I can remember when I was DJing, Wes, and I used to do scratching and stuff. Yeah.
Mate, I remember when
DJ
you used to walk
Lethal.
around the estate with a big pair of headphones on, just
Yeah.
listening to like Biggie and
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Yeah, we were big into
man.
Wu-Tang and
Yeah,
that.
yeah, man. Still am, man.
Still
Fucking,
are,
yeah,
good,
fucking
yeah.
love Wu-Tang, man. Yeah, but yeah, I was just big into anything. To be honest with you, it's anything that's just got a good fucking melody, like, you know, and it's always just it captures you, doesn't it? Music, like, you know what I mean? You listen
Yeah.
to something, you go, that sounds fucking ace. Like like we were talking earlier about retro wave. It's like I've only just got into that like the last.
Yeah,
few
Wes
years,
doesn't
but
like that as much, like, but I think it's a great vaporwave, retrowave,
chilly,
synthwave.
man.
Yeah, man.
It's chilled as fuck, man, because it's got that like that melody, and like they've always got something that's really capturing about the choruses and stuff. Like even if they haven't got vocals, there's always like a melody line that you go.
On that subject, actually, like you're making a new album right now,
Yeah,
aren't
Yep.
you?
yeah,
And this has been recorded at Lower Lane Studios with Sampler.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you're kind of writing it as you're going along.
yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we're doing all the demos and pre-pro with Sam at the moment.
But
So,
you've said that it's a lot more melodic than your previous stuff. Are you purposely trying to change something, trying to go into like a new direction, or is it something that's just kind of flowed naturally and you
just flowed naturally.
yeah.
That's everything that we've ever done as a band is just like flowed naturally.
We've
Just like we never like said like we want to do this style, we want to do this.
you never
style.
map out your future? You just
No.
kind
No,
of like
just like what it tends to be, just like whatever you're kind of into at the moment.
The
like,
current
like,
kind of.
Yeah, like whatever sort of music you listen to, or whatever you're inspired by, is like that's how we've kind of just like if we hear an idea that's off off that new retro wave or whatever.
Because I was sending you like that techno and I was like, I want to write a chorus that sounds
Yeah.
something like this, like, and you know it can be done because you can just listen to that and then put it into guitar form and. There
So you
go.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
like a dramatic change like Bring Me the Horizon have gone? would
No.
you, or
yeah,
that-
they've
is
gone
that-
really
is that-
pop.
I
haven't
mean,
they?
I wouldn't
Is
say
that too dramatic? Is that too?
No, it's not.
It's not
No,
too
couldn't-
dramatic.
yeah, it's
They-
like there's still definitely elements of Black Coast, but it's like we pushed like Chaz to start singing more.
Yeah.
Because it was like I've been in a band with him since I was like 17, 18, something like that, and I know that he's got an absolutely amazing singing
Yeah.
voice, but it's just like pushing him to actually use it, like to utilize everything that we've got in the band,
Yeah,
rather than just like restricting yourself to kind
yeah,
of.
man.
I mean, we never like restricted ourselves as such, but I think it's just like the more we've grown, we're kind of just like if something sounds cool, we're like,
Let's
yeah,
do that.
let's just use it. So
Right.
like if it's completely like the other day we wrote like, yesterday at practice, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
come up with like a proper like kind of southern rock sort of riff, and it's like a lot different to what we've done before.
Completely
But it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's just do it.
It's,
Let's just give it
but
a shot.
why have
Yeah.
it? Why have a bar in my eyes? Like why be in music and then go? Well, we can only do this genre, and if you're not doing this genre, then it's not. You know, it's like, are you ever gonna like?
Yeah, but sometimes you can upset people, can't you? Because they like want to.
Well,
I mean,
Muse are
yeah.
a classic example of doing that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I think I loved it when they started changing their sound from like progressive rock, and now they've become like this weird. They went into dubstep. They went into fucking.
Yeah, I
but
think
they
They've
will have
gone.
lost
They've gone
fans,
into
won't they?
retro wave as well a little bit. But I mean, I think they've gotten shitter. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really been a big fan of Muse anyway. So fuck.
Compared to bands like they're not going like that when they see it, mate. But compared to bands like AC/DC, where they
The
they
same.
stuck to a formula all
Yeah.
throughout their careers, haven't they? And like their albums are like sort of like
But it was like at the time when they come out, they were the first ones to
do
like
that.
coin
Yeah.
that sort of like
Yeah.
sound. And I think like there's doing like a Muse where you absolutely completely just like go off in another direction, and that's like right, if you want to do that then fine. But I think with us it's like the core of what we sound like is still in that
Oh yeah,
music.
we haven't.
It's just it's matured, but also changed,
haven't-
and we're making sure that if we do like something, then we'll just.
Can you remember a
go
band
with it.
called Bullet for My Valentine?
Yeah, yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love them.
Yeah, are they still going? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, sick. Yeah.
Because they've got like the metal and melodic thing going on together, haven't they?
Yeah, it's like a Metallica kind of new Metallica kind of sound. And it's always
Yeah, it's kind of like the stuff we're writing at the moment. It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of got elements of like sprinkled elements of like new metal. There's a bit of sort of like Chaz's vocal styles. Like he's really experimented with a lot of different things. It
Yeah.
sounds really cool.
you referenced Limp Bizkit earlier, didn't you?
Yeah.
cool.
Like, well, we like all grew up on Limp Bizkit, so it's like
Oh,
Limp Bizkit, Korn, Slipknot, like all those like new metal, but like sort of like late 90s to
Cold Chamber.
2000s bands.
Chamber.
Yeah,
Is it Loco?
Yeah, fucking
Yeah,
tune that, isn't
sex
it,
song
mate?
that is, man. Yeah, that's a fucking tune.
You're obsessed with Slipknot, aren't you?
Mm,
In fact, we had some olives the other night, didn't we?
yeah.
And one of them looked like, was it?
Chris Fenn out of Slipknot. Well, he's not in Slipknot anymore. One of
We
them.
had an olive that looked like Chris Fan.
And a stuck
Oh,
of
the big
fucking
one.
and a stuck of fucking
Pen in it.
no, not pen. What they called a
Oh,
a
because
toothpick.
yeah.
Toothpick in there. Should take a photograph of it.
Yeah,
just
you
so-
Yeah, I
should
should have actually, yeah.
But yeah, it's like I say, it's with the new stuff that we're writing now. It's just try and enjoy it more. But at the same time, we know that this is like we've got to fucking kind of
Up the game.
yeah.
You always
I
got
would-
to, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when we recorded going back to the conversation we had before, when we went in to record an album.
Yeah, you weren't there when we were having this conversation, you know.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
was an exclusive
yeah, this is
conversation.
gone.
Yeah.
It's a VIP, £300 each. No, but like we went into the studio, Bandit Studio, and we recorded the stuff with like Lost My Limits and Diablo and I can't remember what fucking songs we've written. Act 2 and stuff like
Mines
L Mines and stuff
whatever.
like that. Well, the EP is called L Mines Volume
Yeah.
1 and Volume 2, which is on Spotify and
It's Lost My Limits, that's the latest, one of the latest tracks.
yeah,
so
that's the not the latest.
Diablo is the last.
Diablo is
latest
the last one.
video that we've released.
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, Lost My Limits.
Yeah.
Is
Was
one.
Diablo filmed by Luke Medlock as well?
Luke
Was that-
Medlock,
yeah.
Lost My Limits, Ill Minds, and
Ilma,
Diablo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was all
They were-
shot by
yeah.
Luke.
And then we had Sly and Break the Routine recorded by Zach.
Zach Pinch.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So yeah, shout out to Luke.
Yeah, shout
The
out to
boy.
Luke, man. He's fucking ace.
Yeah.
This is another thing as well. We're trying to keep everything close to the circle of being in Stoke as well. Like, we're going to go to Sam to record.
What's your philosophy behind that? Like, why are you doing that?
Because it's just...
It's like you're supporting the whole scene that like you're involved in,
Yeah.
where you come from, and it's just like if they can grow with you, it's just like they're gonna have your back, and do you know what I mean?
I think
it's
for
like
me it's
we're
like-
gonna big them up,
Yeah,
they're
for
gonna
me
big
it's
us
more
up.
like a thing of trust. Like, so
It's
I'm like
yeah.
I'd say I'm a family man. Like, so the people around me, I'm usually quite loyal and I'll stick with.
Yeah.
And even if sometimes things aren't going so well, you still stick by them. You know
Yeah,
what I
of
mean?
course,
And sort the
But-
shit out.
Well, it's like when we're doing this pre-production with Sam. It's like when he's like, "Oh, I think we should put this, swap these bits out, and put this bit, take this bit out." It's like, yeah, sound.
Yeah.
Like just because I trust him,
He's-
because I know that his ear is just amazing for things.
Oh, he's fucking like...
He's one of the go-to guys in Stoke-on-Trent, isn't he? Because
Yeah.
like a lot
yeah,
of bands,
a
have
lot of bands use him
gone
like...
through Sam
you know,
Bloor.
Like, he's like Joe just said, he's just got a good ear for just hearing things. And we went to him after we did the first EP and recorded one song with him, didn't
Yeah,
we?
we did Lawless with
We
him.
did Lawless with him, and at the time we were the first metal band he'd ever done. So
Yeah.
at the time he was still growing, and he was like, he did a lot of indie stuff, and so it didn't work out as good as we wanted it to. So he knew that. So then we went away and recorded, like I say, we went and recorded the other EPs, and then we said, you know what, let's go to fucking Sam and let's just do it again, like, and see how we get on. And it's just like, I mean, we've listened to the stuff and we're calling the stuff that we've recorded with him now as demos of pre-production, but it's high quality stuff, you know what I mean? It's like stuff that you could put straight onto an album and listen to,
Yeah.
and this is how good we can do it in Stoke. You know, people going, oh, you've got to go to such and such in Manchester, or you've got to go to such and such, and, Sam's fucking up there, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's getting there, and we're putting a trust in him that is not just recording with us, he's helping us to, like, he's producing the
Right,
album
and
with us,
yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, we're going in with, like, a song we've written at the practice room, and then we're showing Sam and we're stripping the whole song away and just turning it into something else, like, so...
Have you always wrote music like when you write a track, for instance? Do you think about the whole concept of an album coming after it, or
We never write. We've never.
because
written
what
anything
album's
with
this
a
on? Is this number 3?
This is we actually haven't had, this will be number
So
one album.
We've technically released 3 EPs
Right.
and one single.
Okay.
One single? Yeah, 3 EPs and one single.
Yeah.
So this will be, if we do this, we will be doing this as an album, I think. So this will be album number 1,
Yeah.
debut album. But no, anything that we've ever done, it's never been like a concept. So it's like one seal. It's like, oh, we want to right, it's never been like themed. There's never been
No.
like a musical
I
theme.
I
or
can
like
always
a
tell
lyrical
you kind
theme
of
or
just
anything.
go with the flow, don't
Yeah.
you? With,
Yeah.
with your writing, touring, kind of everything's just like whatever comes up,
Yeah,
whatever's
comes-
happening in the
Yeah.
moment. That's where
Literally,
we'll.
man.
Yeah.
But like I said, when we got, like, when we went to record with Johnny, we went in to initially do the debut album, but like we got involved with like a label called Unified, and they were like really showing interest in the band.
Where are they based? Australia.
Australia.
Yep.
They signed bands, North Lane, Straight from the Path, Dream State, in Arts Wake, like really fucking big bands in the kind of genre that we're in, and they showed interest in us, but they got in touch with us in March 2016, or maybe April. I can't remember when it was. Either way, and then but we had to wait till December that year because they wanted to put us on as at a show so they could see how we performed live. So we had a long waiting period for this release. So it was like that. So December 2016, we went and did the show in the Underworld in Camden, and we supported in Artswake, and we were happy with the show. Looking back at it now, we probably could have done a lot of things better, but we were very nervous. It was the first time we'd ever played to like a biggish crowd, and we were like,
What numbers?
it was
Well, it's a sold out
show.
whatever the capacity. I don't know.
The Underworld was,
capacity
it
of
was sold out, so
Yeah.
whatever that was. So
How
we
many
got
do you reckon?
I don't know. Is it like 200, 300?
300 people.
Something
Like
like that.
it
Dunno.
was packed.
Something
It was sold out. So
Big.
we were like, I was fucking shitting, like and Chaz was like nearly throwing up and stuff. But
Really?
yeah, man, it's.
Mate, you'd think because you got such attitude and like
Yeah.
But I-
such a
it was-
fuck
I
you
think
spirit
it-
that you guys won't even get nervous at
So you're
all.
more
You know?
nervous under big gigs?
No, well, no, I wouldn't
No,
say it was that.
no,
It was
no.
because of the fact that it was like because we knew that there was somebody there who we were like, and our management was like, you need to fucking really get these on board, like. So we were like under the thing, you're like, shit, like, we've got to perform in this way, but. We had a talk with him after, and he just said, give it another 18 months and then see where you are. So then from there, we were like, right, so what happens now? Because we're still sat on this music, so what happens now? So then we ended up signing with a label called Primordial Label, record label. Fuck me, youth. And then we ended up signing with them, and that was just like a fucking like.
Yeah,
It
didn't work out.
it didn't work
as
out.
How long
planned.
was that for?
That was
That was for the 2 EP releases.
So it was yeah.
What
Watch-
went wrong?
watch-
So
What went wrong with them?
So what happened then is that then what the idea was then is take it from an album, let's split it in half and do 2 EPs. So we put 6 tracks on one and 5 on the other. Could we
just with the concept of like you only get your chance at one debut album. So it's
Because,
like
yeah.
you have to kind of be 100% sure that this is like what you want to release as an album.
yeah. So
So we just thought, yeah, I think like let's give us another year at
Yeah.
least. Yeah, the next lot of
And
stuff I think will be a lot better.
and I am glad we did
Yeah.
because now when we listen to this stuff we go, oh yeah, fuck yeah, I'm glad we didn't waste the first.
Glad you
debut.
grew a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
obviously yeah. But
We still love it, like we absolutely love playing it and stuff, but it's like there's a lot of things that I think we wish we could have just gone back and worked on it a little bit more. But we still
Them
love
mistakes,
it. and,
them
like,
mistakes are so
Yeah.
worth making, though, aren't they? Because
yeah,
there's
for
nothing
sure.
worse than being indecisive
No.
and never not being sure what you're going to release next. Like, and
it was just like now we're doing what we're doing with Sam, like pre-production and demoing and going away, listening to it, going back saying, actually, can we change this riff or can we change this lead? We couldn't do that with Johnny because we literally wrote the songs, went in, recorded, there's the fucking music.
yeah,
So we couldn't do that because 1, we were fucking 4 hours away, and 2, we hadn't got enough money to do that. And that's another thing with Sam. He's fucking like, he's
he'll sort you out.
he's sorting it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
do you ever revisit songs like, say, you've written 2 years ago, for example, and think, this could have been structured better, and so then you actually like play it differently live?
No.
Or do you always stick to the
we
same?
never really. We
Not
never
re-
changed anything to play live.
No.
No.
It is.
It's always good to refresh
Yeah.
things, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
we
Yeah.
kind of.
I think so, but
but I suppose
yeah.
the metal, the riff is the riff, and
Yeah. I think because the way the old songs are structured as well is like there's a lot of riffs crammed into one song. We've got like the main choruses that run throughout the song that repeat like a couple of times, but in the verses, this is one thing that we've tried to like. We want to simplify these like this new stuff, but like the older stuff is definitely like there's a lot of riffs going on. So it's like I think to chop and change that, it really like it mess up the songs quite a bit. I think. So.
I mean, like when we listen to the older stuff, it's like right. there's riff 1, there's riff 2, there's a chorus, there's riff 3, there's riff 4, there's a chorus. There's not like a bit where like when you say like you listen to bands like Slipknot, they have sections of songs which they go back to and repeat, and you know a verse they'll repeat 3 times, and we'd never have done that with like our stuff. So now we've looked at it from the and gone, you know what, maybe we are writing a bit like we're putting too many different foods on the plate here. Like, let's take some of this away and just keep it to one thing.
That's
like,
music though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it
what
is.
I've definitely learned the past few years is less is more, and it's been
Yeah.
repeated to me so many times, and now I'm actually finally getting it. So when I'm writing music now, I'm finding myself, I'm taking things away more,
Yeah.
and if there's one good decent melody,
keep
and there's
it-
something else in the background, just go for the melody and just get, you know what I mean?
That's what we've done with the new stuff. It's like a couple of the songs. It's like there's a main riff,
Mhm.
and that is like the anchor for the song. That's what we keep coming back round to,
yeah,
and that's
the hook.
because we just been listening to loads of bands like Limp Bizkit and like Korn and Pantera. It's like Pantera Walk. It's like
Yeah.
It's 2
the
riffs.
easiest, like the most simple, basic riff, but it's like one of their most well-known songs. and it's just,
Korn
like,
have got a new
amazing.
album single coming out.
Have you listened to the single?
No?
It's really good. I
Is it
listened to it
good?
this morning.
Mm.
It's actually really, it's gone back to like old Korn, like you know, like when they first came out and stuff. So
Oh, Korn.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, fucking hell. I know a few people that are absolutely obsessed with Korn. I'm not much for myself like, but yeah.
Mate, I love them.
yeah, they fucking
They are
ace,
good.
man.
Especially early
Mate.
Korn.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fucking ace,
Fucking
man.
early Korn. Brilliant.
Yeah, stuff like Adidas and stuff like
Mm.
that.
When
it's
they're all
fucking-
off their heads.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
they're just smashing it.
Would you say you're quite disciplined? Because, like, in terms of, I know you're disciplined as a band and getting up and fucking doing shit and not getting
Mate,
involved
I'm
in things
gonna
like
have
you.
to duck out. Just, I can't hold it any longer.
Oh, you need a piss. this we can carry on this conversation. Anyway. Wes hasn't been fucking talking much anyway. It's funny because you know Wes, like,
Yeah,
that's the reason why you've been
yeah.
brought here, like,
Yeah.
because of your good connection with Wes.
Yeah, I've been mates with Wes for years.
But he's not really said much, like, he's just
No,
been,
we'll get him involved in it. Get him some stories.
shall we just slag him off, Ozzy? Because fucking.
He's a good guy, Wes. isn't
You
he?
talk about
He's-
those nostrils.
No, he's a
Yeah.
fucking bold prick, isn't he? But would you say you're quite disciplined in the band, like I've been in bands before where each individuals are really good at their instruments. So say you got a good lead guitarist, you got a lead guitarist wanted to be a lead guitarist for fucking 3 minutes of the song. And you've got a mint drummer and he wants to be a mint drummer for the fucking 3 minutes of the song.
Yeah.
Or are you quite disciplined in terms of, right, you need to just play this, and then this is my time to shine, and then you just stick to the formula and then play this, or
It kind of,
I would say we are, but
Yeah.
like, I mean,
it's like, yeah, it's like when we're writing stuff, we'll just be like, say if like we write some guitar riffs or something, we'll have a basic like drum idea or something,
Yeah.
and be like, tell Matty, you know, we've got this idea that could work behind this, and then he just kind of just let him do his thing. But it's like more so, I think it's kind of like, I know that Scott's a much better lead player than me, so I'm like 100% happy to just let him like play all the leads,
yeah.
and do all the.
do you know what?
solos,
That's
I
the
mean?
quality of a good musician. When to come in and when to back out.
It's when
man.
to know your strengths and weaknesses.
In it,
isn't
man.
it?
Exactly.
So I'm not going to try and like do an absolutely shredding solo when I know I'm not very good.
Yeah.
It's like I can play bluesier stuff, but we don't really put that. much
Anyone can
stuff in,
fucking play the blues, man.
Yeah,
Like, it's
exactly.
not hard, is it?
But like,
Wes can play the blues.
I feel I'm a pretty
I
strong.
can't, mate.
I feel I'm a pretty strong rhythm player, so that's like
Yeah.
that's why I try and focus on playing like a
Yeah.
lot of the rhythms. And I know like I know Scott's a better lead player, so it's like
just
we always say, don't we? Just like I
just-
think a lead will proper. And then we don't really. You just literally write everything, don't you? Like the lead wise.
yeah,
Just like go for it.
yeah,
what
just
you
do
want.
all of it. Man. It's just like
Yeah.
you kind of hear them, don't you? Like, you know, like
Mm.
melodies and leads and that. Like, well, I do anyway. I can listen
Mm.
to something. Like when we were recording the other day, and we wrote that bit with Sam, and
Yeah.
literally Sam was like, "Well, that was pretty fucking easy compared considering that we didn't know what we were gonna do," and I was just like, "Just do this." And
Yeah.
it just sounded sick. So that's it.
Wes told me when, like, because you two have known each other for quite some time,
Oh yeah,
haven't
some
you? Yeah.
years.
Like, you just picked up a guitar, and after like what?
Yeah, it was around the Libertines era, wasn't it?
Yeah,
when,
man,
When
that
you
was
decided you wanted to
fucking-
play the guitar.
Yeah, man. I'm like when people. I mean, I'm not saying I'm nowhere near like the best player on the fucking planet. I'm probably not the best
But
player.
you didn't need no lessons or
Oh,
teaching,
no, no,
or
I
you
just
just
fucking-
sort of picked it up. I remember you down the Ollie Bush with Daz Potts, both
Yeah.
of you got your guitars with you,
Yeah,
and you were just fucking
tootling away.
shoot mate, and you were just
just playing shit, basically. Just playing like D and C and G, and then the next time I was Yngwie Malmsteen.
what was that? What was that very, very first band you were in with that guy?
Dead Poets, man.
Dead Poets.
Dead Poets, fucking hell, man. With Gal. Gal. Shout out to Gal, fucking legend, man.
Well, you saw him at Sugar Mill, didn't you?
No, that was Andy Gower.
Sorry.
What was his favourite?
Alex Gowan.
Alex Gowan,
man, he's fucking legend, man. He wrote some good lyrics, man.
Yeah.
He was fucking...
Do you still see him?
I don't see him much now. He lives in Liverpool now. He's got 2 kids and that like and stuff. But he's teaching, I think he's teaching like, but yeah, man.
Teaching what?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, but he's at school teaching.
Yeah, he's school. I think he's teaching like primary kids and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I'm not.
Yeah, he's a cool guy,
he's
man.
Fucking ace guy was, man. He's a fucking top guy, but yeah, like say you saw me 1 minute and then I was there, and then the next thing I was.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, 1 minute you're walking on the street
Hairspray,
listening to fucking hip hop. Next thing, you're playing the fucking guitar in the pub with my mate Potsy.
Yeah.
The next thing, you got big hair and fucking like spandex on and that.
Yeah.
But see, that Hollywood Tees were a good band, mate.
Yeah,
they were
man,
fucking absolutely amazing.
Yeah, we were ripping, man.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it, man.
Yeah.
It was just like, say, like we've just been saying, like you're listening to something and you just go, fuck, you know. I can remember, but like everybody always knows like Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. But like I literally can remember buying fucking Girls, Girls, Girls by Motley Crue and put it on the fucking CD player and I listened to fucking Wild Side, the first bit of Wild Side. It's just the fucking whammy bar, just dun 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 dun, and I was fucking like, get me a fucking line of coke and let's fucking do it, like, and just that was it, man. And that was the whole thought of that band. Like, it was just like,
have you seen the Motley Crue film?
It's fucking
fucked up.
It's fucking shit, man.
Yeah, do you think it's shit?
It is if you've read the book, man, because it doesn't go into detail, man. I've read the book and fucking, I don't know, man. Some people will probably say, oh, it's fucking ace, like, but if you've read the book, I don't know, man. It's like 1 minute they're fucking like living in the fucking house, and the next thing they're fucking famous, like. And when you read the book, it didn't just happen that quick, like. You know, they struggled to get signed, and loads of stuff happened, and you know. But
I think it's okay to just like say if like people don't. They know Motley Crue, but not load about them.
Yeah.
It kind of gives you a gist of what they were like.
yeah,
You can't really cram like a book's worth in
no,
like an hour and a half.
But then, like, if you like a bit of Die Hard and you know everything, like I was like obsessed with it.
Shit, this is.
Yeah, I was
so much.
Yeah, I was like obsessed with them. Like, you know, you watch a film like and you go, oh, they fucking miss this bit, like, and what about that bit, and what about this bit, like, you know, like you know.
But you're waiting for it to come.
Yeah,
and it doesn't arrive.
Like the bit with Ozzy, like in the film, and it's like he's by that pool and he has a piss and he licks the piss up, and then everyone's like, oh, that's, and he snorts the answer and that. But when you read about that was a whole fucking chapter in the book where they were on tour with Ozzy and they were just doing like the fucking shit they were doing, like it's just berserk, and they missed that whole.
What they should have done is a Netflix series.
I fucking
series
said this, honestly.
Wasn't somebody sued for that film? I think there's some court case going on or something.
Oh, is it?
Right now, yeah. I don't know what it was, but I'll have to look into it.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
But drugs can fuck you up, can't they?
Oh fuck, man, yeah, big time, man.
Yeah,
big time, man. Yeah.
You've kind of left that that
man,
road.
I don't,
you know,
like, you know, might have a little toot of a joint every now and again on tour, like just for fucking.
Read the first line of The Hobbit about 10 times.
It's me in the bunk in my fucking in the van, just like the same page of The Hobbit, just like.
Fuck it.
I sleep in the bunk underneath, and he just leant over. He's like, I've read the same line.
I was fucking so fucking high. Like weed for me is like the one thing that like you know, I used to be like smashing loads of coke and all, but then as soon as like I'd have a joint, I'd be like completely just fuck, like it wouldn't work at all. Like
it's not my cup of
I'd
tea.
give it all up, weed, mate. Honestly,
like,
I just can't.
It just turns your brain, man. It fucks you up.
It's all about moderation, isn't it? And some people can do it. Some people can have it like once a month or something.
Yeah,
you can dabble in something.
Well, I used to get home from work, and think I won't have a joint, but I get home, have a joint, and then it just ruined my night. You know what I mean? I just sit there. I couldn't be asked to kick some seats. You know what I mean? Just sit there. Just give it up, mate. Weed is just.
One thing it can stop you from is being productive.
Yeah, it does.
Like, man, I'm having my band coming in, and I think it might be the next. It's next Thursday, into the next podcast, like. And there was this one night, man, where we decided that we were gonna get all of his shit together, right? And then he'd had a bad day, and he was like, "Shall we just get some fucking? Should we get get a bit of beacon. Like, I was like, yeah, fucking hell, mate. Yeah, go on then. And he's like trying to tell me to do this line. I'm like, no. But once because once you've done it, that's it. It's gone. It's like you'll be on it all fucking night.
That's
then.
it, man.
Mate,
Once
we
you
were
dipped
we
your
were
toe.
supposed to. What we were supposed to do was, we were supposed to fucking write about. We were supposed to write a 5-song set list,
Yeah.
right? And what we did was, we wrote half of a song in the set list,
Yeah.
did a bit of beak, and then for the next 6 hours, up until like 5 o'clock in the morning, we were pretending to interview each other. Like if we got fucking like MTV interviews and fucking, you know, award ceremonies, what we would say. And at 5 o'clock, mate, when it all ran out, we just looked at each other and we were like, what the fuck have we just been doing?
Man.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
Man. But like I say, it just doesn't bode well. But like going back to what you said, we're just pretty chilled now. Like
Yeah,
I
man.
said, the bass player gets stoned and everyone.
Oh,
has a-
weed isn't that bad anyway, is it? Like, really?
If you
It's
can
all
handle.
right at the end of the night, like when you've done everything and you want
Yeah.
to chill out,
Yeah.
but it's no good at for wake and bake and all that crap.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? It can completely ruin your
Did
day.
you ever listen to Kev Smith?
Kev Smith.
Silent Bob and whatever his name is, Silent. Well, Kev Smith does a podcast.
Silent Bob.
You know what I mean, don't you?
Is it Jay and
Jay
Silent
Silent
Bob?
Well, I listen to his podcast, and he always says like the only thing you can ever say is handle your high, which is the truest thing. Like, don't overtake what you can't.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
handle.
yeah.
Mm.
And that's fucking up, like, you know what I mean? So
But the problem with the good weed though, it tastes so nice. It's like I just love it. Like I
where's
just
me
love
buying
it.
a couple of fucking joints?
No, mate, I can't, man, anymore. I'm just.
What do you think about nostrils? Just
Nostrils.
a general question points
Yeah,
out there.
man. I mean, I've never really noticed them.
I've never paid attention until listening to this podcast.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
have you been seeing some nostrils in the week and been thinking, fucking hell, they would be good nostrils of the week?
I haven't looked at
No,
them.
not
There's a
really.
guy that works. There's a guy that works down the co-op, yeah, and he's got cool nostrils. But I don't want to keep looking at him in case he knows I'm weird. Oh yeah, I know that guy's weird, like, but I just want to.
Yeah, but he does, mate. We'll be sitting in a restaurant, yeah, and like the waitress
Oh
comes
no,
over.
no! This is a true story. This is like
Yeah.
I went on a works do right, the Christmas works do last year, and as the waitress that was giving the food out, like she come along, she put the plate in front of me, and I looked up like I went, oh wow, you've got wicked nostrils, you have. And she looked at me as if I'm a weirdo, like I don't know why, but and then my boss who was sat next to me he said to this bird, he says, I bet you've never had that said to you before, have you? And she went, no. And I went, they're cool. Can I touch them?
Honestly?
Yeah.
And did she let you?
No.
No, I'm not fucking surprised, man. Just you wait a minute.
Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils? Where's his nostrils?
Nostrils of the week. So we've established that Wes is a bit weird. And
We
he's-
established that on the pilot podcast now, don't we? I mean, we don't.
No,
we-
you
we-
established that about 20 fucking years ago, mate. Like,
Right. Oh, mate, I forgot a name. Right. Now, the nostrils this week, yeah, it is a bird from a YouTube channel, yeah,
Okay.
called Yeonu Park or something like that. I don't think it's active anymore. May still be, but the last video was about 2014 she posted up, I
Okay.
think. We'll put the video in the description so you can watch the full video.
Okay.
But here is nostrils, and the actual video what she's posted is actually called Round Nostrils. Yeah.
It looks like a shotgun for me. I'm not even gonna lie.
ah, yeah.
We don't know them.
Shotgun nostrils.
Looks like a brew mug.
But she flares them, and she starts off the video. She goes, "What am I doing with my life? My nostrils are so round." And
It's
then
amazing.
and then she flares them and that to the camera and that like. But
It was me who discovered the video, yeah.
It's like an upside down sawn off.
She's had
Well,
it's like a
9.9 thousand views on that. Fair play, like.
We'll have a little-
You know what I mean?
Have
mate,
a
you
little
want to
zoom
see,
in.
mate, you want to see the comments?
What they like?
They're brilliant. They're all
Oh.
yeah. We'll see the comments. Well, I'll have
What
to
they
get.
saying? They fucking. I mean, fair play, like it just looks like a shotgun to me. It looks like
Yeah.
a double bar shotgun, like, you know.
That's one shotgun I'd like to
Yeah.
be staring down.
Oh my fucking god, man. Right, that was Wes's nostrils of the week.
Where's his nostrils? 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 Nostrils of the week.
Wastrels.
Wastrels. Have you got working titles for this album yet, or is it like?
No, not yet.
Oh, how do you come up with names for songs and albums and
We
this
let
album?
Chaz
We
do
let
all
Chaz
of that.
just do that.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
so he's like the main writer.
All vocals,
Songwriter.
yeah.
All
So
vocals
all
are-
vocals, literally, we're just like, because Chaz like lives in Nantwich, so he doesn't like come to because we practice.
Oh,
in
he's
Long.
posh as well then.
Yeah,
is
he's
he,
a posh
mate?
boy, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
my boss is posh, like. He comes from that area, like.
So he rarely comes down to
He-
the slums of Stoke.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we'll like once we finish the song, so we write all the music first. So once we've done that, we'll film it and then post it in our little Facebook group. And then Chaz, when he comes to practice,
He'll have a full
he'll have
song
the
up.
whole
He'll
song,
have, like,
song
full
done.
lyrics, like,
Is he
know.
quick at point belting them out? Like?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Mate,
He-
that's a
Yeah.
really good sign. That is.
Do you
yeah.
guys actually know the lyrics to most of your tunes? Because I've been in a band before, and I was a drummer, and I didn't really know lyrics. I mean, especially with you being a metal band, and
The majority of,
Yeah,
I
some
think,
of them do,
yeah,
yeah. Like,
Yeah.
if you probably put one on now, I'll probably be able to go, oh yeah, I'll sing it to you.
you
Like, but,
could,
yeah.
yeah.
Some of them, like, but
Some of them.
Some of them.
Like,
What are they all
Like-
about? Like,
it's usually something personal with Chaz.
yeah.
Chaz,
Is he
yeah.
quite
Mm.
reflective?
Yeah.
yeah, very. Yeah, it normally is with Chaz, like, you know.
Yeah.
But
They're quite very personal. Some
yeah,
of
they
them
are very
actually,
personal,
yeah.
like, you know. But like I
Yeah.
say, he helps us. You know, if he's got something right about him, we write music and put to that. Then
But the way like Chaz's lyrics, the way that he writes them, they're kind of like, even though it's like a common theme that he talks about, like I mean, it's just like a whole personal thing. And
So it's,
blah, blah, blah.
each tune's individual then. It's not.
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing
So no,
across the
there's
board.
never like a theme like running through. Each song has its own like personal meaning to Chaz. But the way that he writes the lyrics, they're kind of like they're not. They're not like how everyone else like writes lyrics, are they? Kind of like in his own. There's definitely Chaz's style.
Do you ever have fans
the
coming
way
up
that
to
he
you and
words
like
it.
really connecting with them and like basically saying, "Oh my god, this song," and it's like, have you ever had that moment, or a fan coming up to you?
We have
like
we have
hardcore?
had some people messaging
yeah,
us
we have
and
had a
saying about how it was the first EP that released,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Saying how it got them through. They
Yeah.
listened to it when they were like a tough patch or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah,
So
got him through some kind of.
Yeah.
We got like there was a couple of people who had tattoos of the band name.
Yeah.
Really?
Really? That's
Fuck
not
that.
there's a
Yeah.
couple of Black Coast tattoos now.
Yeah, knocking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, yeah. But
How does that make you feel?
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he's in it,
Nice.
man. Someone's willing to put
Hmm.
our band name on their skin for eternity, basically. Like so. But yeah, it's cool, man. But
Have you got a good? Do you think you've got good interaction with your fans? Like, is it easy for them to approach you after a gig?
Oh,
and
Yeah.
fuck, man.
That's all we do. Just chat, just chill.
It's like playing in front of
Oh,
your
wait,
mates.
Well,
all
Yeah.
the
you
time.
did say
Yeah.
about your singer. What's he good at gigs?
Oh, he's amazing at
Oh,
selling
he's-
merch.
he's-
He's like Delboy.
he's like a Delboy, man.
On the merch stand.
Yeah,
Who's that?
Chaz,
Chaz
man.
the singer. It's like
He's-
even if there's been people who've come to a show, missed us and watched the band after us, he can still sell T-shirts to him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like-
that's what you need.
He
Innit?
just talks to anyone like he's just like
Yeah,
loves
he's-
it, doesn't he?
he's-
You know Ben Nixon?
Yeah.
His Mrs. Nat, right? She sold merch to our show once, and mate, she fucking nearly sold the whole box. Like
She
she was
good?
that good, mate. She is brilliant. We need to get her on the call, like when we start touring eventually.
Some people just are. They got the
Yeah.
gifts of the
Mm.
gab, like, you know what I mean?
definitely,
That-
man. I wouldn't have the patience for it. I think.
No,
Chaz
no.
befriends
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah, he's
He
fucking
talks to
excellent like
everyone.
Chaz.
I don't like forcing things in people's faces, like
No.
you know.
No.
But if you've got that personality that you just like,
Yeah.
look at this,
Straight,
like
yeah.
you don't
Well,
mind spamming people.
buy.
Like,
Well,
yeah, buy this.
what Chaz does, he proper butters them up first, like just like starts talking about crap with them for ages, and then once he like proper befriends them, then it's like right, he's in there.
It's like getting with a girlfriend, isn't it? Like for the first time,
Yeah.
you just talk shit for ages, yeah. Make yourself look dead good, like, and then you fucking
Send
sell the merch.
send
What do you
vagine.
sell on your merch stand? What do you have going?
It's just
the standard
T-shirts, long
CDs.
sleeves,
We did do,
hoodies.
like-
We haven't got CD.
Hey,
We
you,
should get some actually. 'cause
You
they-
two have
they're one
actually
of the
brought
best
in some
sellers.
T-shirts for us, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking thank you very much for them.
Yeah,
It's alright,
there you
man.
go.
Where's wearing one right now?
Yeah.
I promise I'll wear it on the next podcast.
Sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for this.
No worries,
alright.
man.
So I think the idea is going to be if we can get some free merch, yeah. On the episode, we'll wear like another band's T-shirt.
Each time, yeah.
So it's like they're there, and then when that band goes away, we'll wait on the next
Yeah.
episode of
Yeah.
it. So they're still there with us, you know, in essence.
I mean,
like,
when we were in Japan, we were like, we did quite well in the merch in Japan, didn't we? We sold
yeah.
everything. When
Seriously?
Yeah, we took
Well, it's like,
we took a suitcase full of merch.
Yeah.
And we sold.
How did you manage to fly your suitcase full of merch across there and that? I mean, because I've flown to South Asia.
we basically just didn't take many personal, much personal
Just-
clothes.
yeah.
And just, put everything we could in.
One-
How did your drummer deal with that? Like, 'cause I've
He
heard
just had to take his snare and his...
Yeah, it's snow and then.
Yeah.
What else did he take? I don't know. Pants, some shit. I don't know.
pants and...
Because you've got a particularly sweaty band member, haven't you?
Not much
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, how did you?
Yeah.
No, seriously, how did you get your gear across there? Was it just a
we,
guitar each?
we were
and-
lucky
Yeah.
enough. Yeah. Go on, Joe.
So the band that we were on tour with, Epi, they lent us all the back line pretty much. So Matty just had to take his snare and was it his kit? Did it take
No,
his
cymbals.
Kit? Oh, his cymbals.
Snare
That
and
was it.
cymbals.
Cymbals and his snare. So he took his snare on his hand luggage pretty much.
Mm.
Put his cymbals in his suitcase with his clothes, and then we just took guitars and bass, and that was
What,
it.
just hand luggage?
Yeah,
or did you
Oh, and pedal boards as
Pedal
well.
boards
didn't
as
we?
well,
Yeah, we
didn't
did
we?
take
Yeah.
pedal boards.
Yeah, because when we got
So that
there,
was
we
it.
had to change everything over to batteries, didn't we?
Yeah,
We were
because they were all
Oh, because of the plugs.
Yeah.
Shitting hell, man.
Because of the supply as well.
Yeah.
It's
You don't usually think about things like that, do you?
110 or something.
Yeah.
yeah, because some of our pedals didn't work.
Yeah,
did
we were like,
Shit.
fuck.
Mate, you don't want that, do you?
No.
Not a
No.
good
So
thing.
What are
wait-
the plugs like over there? They're like European or are they completely different?
They're like the two prongs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
two
Thai-
prongs.
they'll be
Yeah.
like
Like
Thai.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Thailand
So,
plugs.
when you first got there, how long before your first gig?
A day.
Yeah, so
We had
That
a
was an
fuck,
experience.
we had a fucking nightmare. Like obviously because we were meeting the tour manager in
Well, we landed in Tokyo,
Tokyo.
and then we had to get to Kyoto, which is was it 10
10
I think,
hours
yeah, it's
bus
about
drive.
9-10 hours something.
a
like that.
drive.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
the weather
on
like?
the bus.
It was overcast, but it was like
fucking-
warm.
It
It was dead
it was
humid.
Yeah.
humid
Oh,
as
I love
fuck.
that. I love the
That
human.
Asian heat.
Oh,
but yeah.
honestly, we were on a
When you
bus.
roll the windows down and it gets warmer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
love
yeah.
But yeah, we had a bit of an experience getting
Fuck
there
me.
because it's like we landed obviously, so we had to get to Kyoto, and Juntero had sent us a QR code for the bus, and so we had what was it, about 5-6 hours before we had to get this
The-
bus
so we-
anyway.
yeah.
So we were just waiting.
So you had to
Tokyo.
wait 5 or 6 hours
Yeah,
to get a
before we
10-hour
could
bus
get-
ride.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we were literally just chilling in Tokyo for
Tokyo.
ages, weren't we? Everyone just
We didn't go.
staring
We
at
didn't
us.
wander off because obviously we didn't have a fucking
Yeah.
Scooby where we were.
Yeah.
Like,
Was it a bit
at all.
intimidating? Was it massive? And
It was.
It
It was for me because I'd never been
Yeah.
abroad. My first time abroad was
man.
Japan.
first time abroad and you get
Yeah.
Japan.
I know.
So
Fucking
I was
hell,
like,
mate.
my
13-hour flight.
my head was, I was gone, like, you know what I mean? And it's like when all these were saying about fucking jet lag and that, I was like, I'll be fine, man. And then 2 days into it, I was like, didn't know what the fuck was going on. I felt fucking
Yeah.
pissed. I
What about food? What did you do for food? across
Ramen.
there?
Ramen,
Wow.
mate.
Ramen.
Yeah, yeah.
Reese, me and you. Oh, have you ever been to a noodle shop called The One in Newcastle?
No.
Go there.
The noodle bar.
By,
Yeah.
the, by
Yeah.
the rigger.
It's by his house.
It's
that way,
amazing.
mate.
Oh.
Absolutely
It's
amazing.
amazing, mate.
You know it's good, yeah, because there's loads of Chinese people that eat it
Yeah,
there.
it's amazing.
And that's how you
so
know.
good that place is.
Well, so yeah.
But yeah, so we ended up going to wait by the bus at
Can
the
I be
bus
that?
station, and when the bus finally pulled up, we showed him the QR code, and because it was only a screenshot, it was pretty pixelated, and the guy was trying to scan it. He was
Wouldn't
like,
work.
no.
But
So
bear
we
in
were
mind, he was
oh shit.
like he didn't understand what we were saying.
He
We
couldn't
didn't-
speak any English.
we couldn't-
We couldn't speak any Japanese.
Obviously.
So we were just like,
So he said, right. Well, first he said,
on,
first,
bus,
Yeah,
please.
first he said you'll have to buy a ticket. Then we said
Yeah, he
we went
was
to
like-
buy a ticket, and we were like, we're gonna have no money. Like
was
we
literally
literally had
the
been
money
there a
that
day,
we-
and we were like,
yeah.
we haven't got no money.
All our spending money that
So
we
was it
bought.
just the
Shit,
band,
no.
or did you have a manager with you or anyone?
No, it was just us
It
at
was
that
just
time.
you?
Seriously?
So it was just us.
Fucking
But
hell.
eventually we were like, we can't spend all this money that we bought just on a bus ticket just to get there.
How much did you take?
I can't even remember off the top of my head.
I took about just over $1,000. I did.
Just over a grand.
Yeah, I took it just over.
How much
$1,000.
is your fucking bus ticket?
It was a fucking lot, man.
It was a lot of money.
But-
Because
but-
it's like 10 hours, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
and it was like...
I think it
from
was something
Tokyo.
like it would have worked out to about fucking £500.
Mate,
What?
if you go
No,
to
I
Thailand
think
and you
it
buy a
was
fucking
about
bus
probably about
ticket,
two
it's about
fifty,
fucking
yeah.
£8.
No,
It-
it's
it-
expensive.
Less than that.
Yeah.
Unless we were doing something wrong and we just put in we were going to fucking the whole
The
circumference
whole
of the
tour
fu-
of
yeah.
Japan.
But-
You need his manager
But
with
any-
you at that point, mate.
But we went up to the guy anyway and we were like, Luke,
But we
come
were-
on, it's like, we don't know what we're doing, we're English, just play that whole
We were
tourist card.
we were
And he
like-
was like, spoke to the driver and then he's like,
He was
Yeah,
sweating.
go on, whatever.
He was sweating as well because we were like
Yeah.
bombarding him with like a million questions in English, and we were like, "Well, what's happening like?" And he was like, "Oh, just fucking get on the bus, just go, like." So we were all on this bus like loving it, but it was just fucking ace, man. Like,
Is that a tip? Is that a tip for if you want to get
Yeah.
a tour
Mate,
Japan?
in fact,
Just
I've
play
seen,
the tour
I've
bus.
seen that. I've
Tour
seen that
yeah.
live in action. I have right
Yeah.
on the train coming back from London once. Yeah, back to Stoke. Yeah, there was this guy that was clearly foreign. I can't remember. I don't know where he was from, like, but he was clearly foreign, and he clearly couldn't speak English,
Yeah.
and he didn't have a ticket. And the ticket master was like, "Have you got your ticket?" And he was like, "I know."
They just like,
like,
yeah.
and he was like, "Oh, fuck this shit, man." Like, so yeah, there's a tip from
what-
Black Coast right there.
What about coming back from Manchester though? That's easy, isn't it?
Oh fuck! I had a right pain in the arse yesterday. Right, basically, my bandmate lives in Manchester at the minute now.
Yeah.
So like practicing has been pretty hard. So what we do is we go up there and we stop over. And I went up there yesterday, stopped over, and then because he was in a rush the next day to go work, he was just like, "Oh, just get that tram. Make sure it goes on the tram on the left. Just get on that tram on the left, yeah, and then that'll take you to Piccadilly Station." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Panicked. I got on the wrong tram. I mean, I don't know. I got me left and right wrong because he was actually right. Like I should have got on the fucking left one. I was halfway across Manchester when I realised I'm on the wrong fucking tram because this ain't going to Piccadilly. So I had to get off. So this is where it started. I got on the other tram. Travelled to Piccadilly Station. When I got there, I was like, "Oh, thank fuck for that. My battery's running low, right?" So it went off. I'm like, "Oh, bollocks. I need to top up my phone because I want to listen to the progress that we've made during the practice on SoundCloud and everything." So I've charged my phone up on my laptop in my bag. I've sat around the station for like 20 minutes. My phone charge is on about like 10-15%. I'm like, right, this will fucking, this will last this well. And when I got on the train, I can just charge it again. Went into the shop. "Can I have a £10 top-up voucher for 3 mobile, please?" The woman goes, "Yeah, put your card in." I'm like, "Yeah." Beep. "Oh, that's the transaction hasn't gone through." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Try again." Beep. "Oh no, transaction hasn't gone through again." I'm like, oh, I'll put the card in and I'll type my number in. Beep 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 beep. No, it's not. I'm like, bollocks. What if I've got no money? And if I've got no money, it means I can't get home either. Like, you know what I mean? Because I've got no fucking train ticket. Yeah. So I've gone to the cash point, fucking put my card in. I've got no money. I'm like, bollocks. I've got no credit on my phone to ring anyone. I've got no fucking money in my bank account. I've got £3 in my pocket. I've had to use one of them old pay phones, right? So I've gone to try to put the quid in. Doesn't fit in. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, you need 60p per minute. You have to, and for this every 60p, you have to have a 50p and you have to have a 10p. So I'm like, bollocks, I'm going to have to go in the shop and find something for 40p, right? And I'm fucking searching around the shop. The security guard's looking at me like, what the fuck is this geezer doing? He's just circling the shop looking at things like dead, like shifty eyes, like, what's fucking 40p, man? Found a Milky Bar, yeah? Like, right, 40p. Gone to the till, gone, "Can you give me a 50p and a 10 pence? Like, what? I'm like, oh, 50p and a 10 pence change. I've got 60p, yeah? Like, oh, yeah, okay. Right. So I've gone back to the bloody phone thing. My phone's run out of battery again anyway, right? So I thought I'll get my granddad's number down and I'll ring my granddad to tell him to tell Wes to put some money in my account, because that's do you know when you just have to think on the spot, and that's what I'll have to do. So I put the 60p in. Yeah, it's gone. "Please enter the number you would like to ring." So I'm like, 0787, and then it just went dee, dee, and then it said enter 60p. I was like, you are fucking joking. So I can't contact anyone now, and I haven't got the fucking money, the change or anything.
My God.
So I've charged my phone up again, and then I've connected to a fucking Virgin Wi-Fi, right? Because
What did you do? Stand outside a train?
stand outside a train, like picking, like try and get on the Wi-Fi. And it's like, great. All we need is your name and email address, and you're good to go. You'll get connected to Wi-Fi. So I've typed in my name, my email address, confirm. Great. You just need we have just sent you a confirmation email. All you need to do is open the email up and send it confirm.
Email.
I'm like, no, it's not that. It's that I'm not connected to Wi-Fi to get on the fucking email, am I? So anyway, I fucking ended up cleverly hacking some thingy like, but I mean, I'm not going to talk about that. So I've got onto internet. So I've just gone into my Monzo account. Big up Monzo, by the way.
Monzo. You're into Monzo.
No, I've heard of Monzo.
Great bank man. Like, we won't endorse a bank usually, but it's a
Never.
fucking mint bank. It's just got a
Best
wicked
bank
app.
in the world, mate.
Monzo.
So I've gone into Monzo and I've gone for an overdraft, haven't I?
Well, you can't go.
Oh, you did.
I've gone for an overdraft on my Monzo so I can get my train fucking home. Yeah, at this point I'm not bothered about my credit. All I want is to get home, like, you know. So I've drawn 30 quid out. Got on the train. 5 minutes left. Got on the train. I was like, thank fuck for that. And it didn't even end there, man. Right? Because I got on the train. I thought, right, I'll top up my phone online. I've gone on the fucking 3 Mobile website. Yeah, I'll have a top-up voucher for 3 mobile. Paid £10. So I had to confirm it with my Monzo. Yep, £10 went out my bank account. I've had nothing back off them since.
Shit.
So I still haven't topped my fucking phone up. But anyway,
At least you're home.
Wesley still picked me up, and I mean now to be able to do the podcast like so.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
And this is it.
Just
Yeah.
to get back from Manchester.
Whoa!
Oh shit!
Oh,
No,
got a
'cause
runner.
I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that nut anyway. But do you fancy trying one of these?
That just touched me.
A death nut challenge.
Definitely.
We're up to number 4 at the minute,
Yeah, we're
right?
up to number 4.
Is that
Ben, the
fancy?
science
Pretty,
came in. Yeah, it's very, very, very hot.
Mate, I'm out of that one, man.
Okay,
I'm not
we
doing
can
the
save this to the next one.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Say-
I mean, we've
say
already
that-
done it before, though, haven't we? So
Yeah.
barbecue sauce is hot for Scots.
Yeah, I'm
Fucking hell, man. You're
fucking-
joking.
Honestly.
I don't do spicy, man.
no.
I do not do spicy.
Okay, so that was pussy holes of the week. Pussy holes, pussy holes, pussy holes, pussy. Shall we end the show on show as your meme?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's have a look at some memes.
We've got some memes for you. You guys have got to do the rating basically and run a running commentary on it, if you will. So
Are you into memes, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's not into memes? Like,
We went,
memes run the world at the minute, don't they?
on, we went
Like,
on tour with a band called
You were-
Misery,
were
who
all
are
them on,
equally just as into memes. And we got Meme Kings.
Just slide that way.
That way.
That I think.
Alright.
yeah, that is true.
That is
I
very
haven't
true.
I haven't seen this, by the way.
I know.
Hang on. We're running the feature.
Okay,
So,
so
I don't know what it is. So.
show as your meme. So this is the first meme we've got up. If you'd like to,
Can we run
So-
through it?
you want to run through it?
I'd like to go on, Joe.
It's very true.
Yeah.
That meme is.
Yeah.
So I take you not
Yeah.
Love Island fans.
I've never watched it, but I just instantly know from the people that
And
are
me.
on it that I'd rather just
I mean,
literally
looking at
ram a
YouTube, I
cucumber in my eye
thought
than
you'd
watch
be.
that.
I thought
Yeah,
you'd
we
be
thought you'd be
Love
balanced
Island.
Love
Yeah.
Island.
Joking,
Mm.
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Go on then. Out of 10, and don't give rookie scores. You've got to give the decimal points.
Yeah, so it's got to be a 7.4 or like a 5.3, you know.
It's fucking on point for me, so I'll go for like a 9.
Really?
Not
That's a
Yeah,
fucking
because
high score. That is good.
fucking
It's
true.
good
If
though.
you-
Yeah.
If you can fucking sit and watch fucking, I don't know, people just, I don't know, they're not even like, I don't
It's
even
just
get it
shit.
because
I
they're
know.
not,
It's
they're not
just
even
shit.
like people of like an intelligence. They're not even doing anything.
No.
They're just getting in this fucking place and just fucking shagging and doing whatever, and then like people talk about it. And I don't get it. Like I can sit and watch documentaries on, you know, people like talking about fucking aliens or fucking shit like, which people might go, well, aliens aren't fucking real, but whatever. But it's more fucking
It's
interesting.
more real. Yeah,
Yeah.
more
It's more
interesting
interesting than
isn't it?
that. Like, you know what I mean?
So we've got a 9.9 from the anti-Love Island,
I give it-
anti-Love Islanders.
Yeah.
just locked your phone.
No, the phone's
Big thumb.
Big thumb.
Big thumb.
Next meme. You know how we got these scores? Ice pops.
Shit, man. They were good
So
though.
true.
You were, weren't they?
still.
know.
I did-
Those
I don't know,
pops.
man.
Yeah.
I-
Not very nice, are they?
No.
I
Bit
didn't-
scabby
I didn't
cuts.
never get a cut off them, man. I was fucking.
That's
I never got
that
a
keeps
cut
going
off.
off, Wes.
No, somebody's ringing. Look who's ringing me.
James Butler.
Did,
that?
did you never?
You later, pal,
Scott,
mate. Stop ringing.
yeah, but did you never like
Keep
squeeze
'em off it.
when they melted at the bottom and
Yeah.
you squeeze and you kept it in your mouth too long and if you didn't open your mouth wide
Yeah.
enough, it's like,
I mean, I was.
No, the worst I got from them was that, well, he calls it brain freeze. I call it a ice cream headache.
Yeah, brain freeze, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you're brain freeze as well, are you?
brain
Ringing
freeze.
again.
Ice cream headache's a bit long-winded.
Okay, what are we
No.
rating this one then?
Because I never really suffered any like permanent damage.
Low
Off,
score for you.
it's just, I'm just
Not
give it
relatable.
7, 6.5.
I'm here for like.
6.5.
Yeah, I'll go.
6.5.
Next meme. Black kid gives white kid N-word pass. White kid gives N-word pass to his white friends. Black kid. These tickets are not transferable. Very
Go
true,
on.
isn't it then? I mean, that is a word you cannot say, isn't it really?
No.
No, you can't say that at all.
No.
It's
Have you ever had the N-word pass?
no.
I have. Oh, mate, I feel so
Yeah.
special right now. I've had the N-word pass a couple of times.
Unless I'm singing to like Wu-Tang or Big Bang,
Actually, yeah,
and then I
that's
do
the
it-
point, right?
and then I
Because
do it to myself, like if I'm singing like
Yeah.
something, and then I go blah, and then say it, but like but that's because it's in with.
That's the lyrics though. It's like
Yeah.
they wouldn't include words in there that they didn't want other
well, there
people
was
to
one
say,
rapper
do you know
that got some white woman
Kendrick
on stage.
Lamar.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, and he was
Yeah.
like, "Oh no." It's like, "Whoa,
It's
hold
like, no,
on,
you
man.
can't say-
You
it's
set
like
her up
yeah,
there. You
yeah.
set her up
Yeah.
there."
What was that?
I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Yeah,
At
it
some
was-
festival,
yeah,
Kendrick
yeah.
Lamar got some like white girl up to sing.
And she.
And she obviously was like singing all the lyrics, and then as soon as it come to that, he was like, "No, whoa, you can't do that." You
And she
can't do
got
that."
booed and everything.
Yeah, and everyone
like,
was
Twitter
booing her and
accounts
shit. And it's like, hang on.
he did
It's
that on
like,
purpose. That was a bit
yeah.
naughty. That was. So what are we rating that one?
That's true. That you just shouldn't say it. So yeah, I'll give it the top score.
Top score.
Yeah.
God, you're very generous today, aren't you?
What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna give that like a 5.9.
5.9 is the first
Yeah.
score. Okay, 5.9 from them. Okay, this is a good one actually.
I saw this.
Scooby-Doo one.
I saw this today on
Yeah.
on Facebook actually.
It's basically saying the male military feminists are just want the pussy, don't they? So they're trying to please, like, you know.
Militant.
Yeah, militant.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Military.
Military feminists.
Rambo. I'll let Joe take that one because I'm not really.
Yeah, I'll give that a 7.4.
That's a good score.
Well, you're more to the right, are you?
Creativity.
Well,
Next meme. Me. Sleeps peacefully.
Oh, yeah.
A random fly. This next song is called.
mosquitoes are worse than that, mate.
Mm.
Yeah.
Living in a room with a mosquito.
Do you know what's been worse
That's
for this
just that
podcast?
constant little whine.
Yeah, just like a little.
We've had nothing but moths. Since
Moths.
if we
Moths.
record,
Oh, mate,
if
we've
we
had-
record in the night, mate. Yeah.
If you look in these tiles, you might see dead moths.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
seem come like living in here.
Fuck, that's a good band name, that isn't it? The Dead Moths.
The dead moths.
Dead moths.
I'm
Dead
fucking
moths entirely.
Do you fancy starting a band, guys? I know you're concentrating on Black Coast. at the
Sounds
minute,
like
Mark,
a
but,
very punk band.
yeah.
Dead moths.
Dead Moths.
Yeah.
Electronic punk band.
Electronic, neo-noir,
Yeah.
synthwave
I
punk
really,
band.
I really like that. That is quite a thingy because you realise actually how like silly flies are because you'll always open a window and they just ignore the window that's open and just keep flying.
Yeah,
like,
whacking
you're like,
into
Mm, yeah.
just go out.
Or
of
when
the-
they do the little square
Oh,
they
in
do
the
the
middle
square.
of the room, they do the square.
what are we rating this meme then?
I've asked school.
None of these have made you laugh, really, have they? So.
We need to show you a meme page.
Okay.
Yeah, we've got some good. We've
Yeah.
got some good.
Show us a meme page after.
We'll
one.
go some meat page, man. I'll give it to like an 8 because that is quite true.
A straight 8.
Yeah, 8.7.2.
That'll do then. That'll
7.2.
Yeah.
There you go.
8.7.2 for this meme. Next meme. When your citizens are starving, so you send a dog into space.
That's made you laugh.
Yeah, that's
That was
fucking-
pretty good, man.
That is actually good. That
Yeah.
is. Yeah, man. That's
Shout out to
Uh,
communism there, right?
it isn't just that. What about bloody? Apart from the Don,
Yeah.
the Americans do that as well.
Yeah. Put a lot of money in the space.
program.
Yeah.
Space programs. Yeah. Rather than What did Bill? Was it Bill Hicks that said?
Oh, Bill Hicks. Bet you
Yeah.
like Bill Hicks,
Fucking
don't
love
you?
Bill Hicks, man.
I knew you
Yeah.
would,
Fucking
Scott.
ace Bill Hicks,
You
man.
would.
If we took all the money that we spend on military in America, it's enough to feed the world over.
Yeah, but money's man-made, and we know that, don't we?
We know that. You know.
Or just send a dog into space.
Well, I
We're
mean,
rating this meme.
what did we get out of sending a dog to space though?
Nothing.
That you
That's
can.
what I mean.
that-
We can't send dogs into space because they
They
don't-
can't come back.
because
He
they don't
died.
know- that's what I mean. Like, what did we get out of it? Nothing. Like, you don't know.
I know you like send cats to space.
Yeah.
All of them.
You don't like cats, do you?
No, it's
Not
not.
me,
It's
not
not.
my cat.
No. It's not. I don't like cats. I
Are
just
you-
don't like being
I love
allergic to.
cats.
Are you a cat guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
I love dogs as well, but
Yeah,
cats. I've
yeah.
always had cats.
I don't like anything that makes me itch and sneeze,
And that's
which
cats.
is fucking anything with mainly fur. Like, so it's like. Well, no, I don't.
Matty.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't hate animals, man. I just can't.
You just hate the way they make you feel.
Yeah, I just feel like shit, man. I touch an animal and then touch my face, and I'm like, eyes just fuck like. But
Well,
yeah,
You've already given something a 10, so it's got to be 10.
It's got to be a 10.
Because that actually
did make me laugh.
Okay.
That was actually
What,
We
we're
got
talking
the
to ten?
first. We got the first fucking 10
Yeah,
on the
laugh
got all
at it.
come down with podcast Black Coast.
Black
that did make
Coast.
me laugh.
Fucking 10.
10 man.
This one time at camp, we got so baked. Oh, we're going with a ooh.
Close to the bone, that is man.
That's what we're trying to do with these fucking
We've been
memes.
told.
We've had some shit memes
Yeah.
on the first one. We had cats popping their heads out of guitars. Crap. We want fucking
Yeah.
close to the
People
bone, mate.
going,
We want.
Yeah, man. That is
You don't have to condone it. You can say that's
Yeah, you
fucking.
can say it's bad.
for
disgusting.
that dark
Yeah.
comedy.
It's fucking dark
Yeah.
comedy, man. It's
Yeah.
bad shit, like. But yeah, but I know there's people who out there who just laugh at it and they're like, yeah, through the
I don't even know what it
glass
is.
of the phone, anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
Through the fire and the flames.
yeah.
I don't get it.
Oh dear. Yeah, you do. You're lying shit. You're playing it green. Okay, so what we're rating it,
Go
or
on,
shall
Scott.
me and Wes rate it?
I'm gonna
Do
give
you
it.
two rate one if you want.
Yeah, you can. I'll let you and Wes rate that
Yeah.
one.
It made me laugh when I first saw it, so
I'll give that a 7.7.
I'd give it. Yeah, do you know what, Wes? Yeah, I'm with you there. I'd give that a 7.7. Okay, next meme. Companies when Pride Month hits. You know, I'm something of a homosexual myself. This is about the corporate bandwagoning, I think. When
Yeah, boy. I thought that was Owen Jones then.
no, it's him from Spider-Man, the Green Goblin,
Norman.
Norman.
What's
That's
it?
it.
Willem Dafoe, is it Willem?
Willem Dafoe, yeah. I think it's
Go on,
quite pretty
Scott.
funny because a lot of these companies, like my friend did put an article out the other day, and he was saying like all they're doing is sticking rainbows on the products, but they're not actually doing anything for
Anything
the
to
help
the
LGBT
cause.
community.
Mate, it's virtue signaling.
It's exactly that.
signaling.
Isn't
They
it?
just
It's
won't
like,
make
look
fucking
at
money
me,
off it.
we're with you, but we're not
It's
actually
like if
helping.
you won't make money off
Yeah.
Black Coast, right? Just stick a fucking rainbow fucking
Yeah.
sign on
It's
yourself.
basically that
They
doing
just
that.
do
you
it
know.
to
look,
sell
we-
products.
yeah.
In it, you know.
It's
so-
wrong.
It's just to sell themselves.
Yeah,
that's
because they're
what
not actually helping the cause.
No.
They're just.
Yeah.
It's
Unless
just
they
to sell
genuinely
you-
care, but the majority of them
Did you see the?
it's just
did,
free
did,
promotion.
did you guys
isn't
see
it?
that? I mean, I know we're doing memes, but did you see the Gillette advert?
No.
That was pretty much slagging all men off completely.
No,
As we're all
no.
wankers, every single one.
Yeah.
Apart from in the video of about like 20 odd men. Yeah. No, we'll carry on with this.
No, that was it.
Is that all of them?
That was it.
Yeah, in the video
So
about
what
all
you
men,
mean?
yeah, there was like the only two fucking men that were like all right, because all the men were arseholes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was really weird, and
there was
it
like-
had
there was- there
it
was
had a
about
really
two-
bad. It suffered a backlash.
And the
Man.
only two men, yeah, that fucking
The stocks have gone down because of it.
the only
apparently.
two men,
Obviously.
yeah, that were all right in the video was two black men, yeah, that took the woman away from the black man's fucking. The damage that's about to be occurred. It was terrible, man.
And this is all about razors.
Yeah, razors.
Shaving.
Yeah.
That's the point,
Remember-
isn't it? Like,
remember-
leave us alone, man. We'll make our own decisions,
I
and
know.
I'll get
Remember,
my
it
fucking
was
moral
called-
advice from like my parents or from
Mate,
society.
remember, it was
you know
called.
what I mean?
It used to be called Gillette, the best a man can get.
Okay.
Yeah, they give another fucking thing out, the Gillette, the best a man can do, or something like that. Mate, it was terrible. And I don't normally dislike videos on YouTube. If I see a video on YouTube,
Yeah, I'm not a
and I
dislike.
don't-
Are
and
you a
I don't- and I don't
disliker?
like it, I'll just ignore it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I won't dislike it. But on this Gillette advert, I followed the fucking trend, mate, yeah? Because it got about, like, fucking 100 likes and about 50,000 dislikes. And I'm talking that many dislikes to this fucking Gillette
Shit,
advert.
man.
So,
Yeah.
Shit.
Man, we kind of ended it on a fucking bit of a political fucking thing.
Yeah,
You know
but-
that,
Yeah,
didn't we? Like, we didn't mean
so-
do
so-
that, like,
I
yeah.
didn't mean do it like
And I didn't
that,
rate that meme either, so I'm going to give that meme an 8.3. I think that's a good meme.
8.3.
Yeah.
It's a good meme.
You guys have been really cool. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much
Hopefully
for
we'll do it
having us.
again.
Fucking ace, man.
When do you think the album's coming out?
I don't even.
Um,
I'm not even gonna say. just
No,
because
we haven't
don't
really given ourselves a timeline.
Okay.
We're just
We
gonna
just
like
play.
let it. Yeah, play it
Can
by
we
ear.
also end on any gigs coming up?
Yeah.
At all?
Yeah. We play
We've got
Croydon.
we've
Is
got-
it Croydon?
Yeah, we got Croydon
Next month.
Scream Lounge next month on the 19th of July, and then we play the Sugar Mill with Raging Speedhorn and
Yeah, we're going to
Fucking
come to that
love
one.
Raging
Yeah, yeah.
Speedhorn, mate.
Speed,
Come to that one.
Spleenhorn, Raging Speedhorn and Red Spectre on the 8th of August, and then we go out on tour with a band called Baylor from Ireland
In September.
in September,
How
and
long,
then
how long's the tour?
that's 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, I think. it's
And
about
then we
4
go
days.
to Ireland in November for
with Baylor
with
again.
Baylor
Yeah.
Who's there
again.
from?
Yeah.
For another 4 gigs, I think.
Yeah, it's 3. Dublin,
yeah.
Cork, and
Limerick.
So you're definitely not slowing down. Then there's a lot coming up.
No, like I said, at the moment we're literally just writing and just like piecing together like this album, and we're just hoping to see where we can get the next chapter of Black Coast to go. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, and hopefully maybe go to somewhere else in the world, maybe go Japan again, Australia.
Australia would be a good one.
Anywhere.
What about the US?
Fucking get us on there, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's do
it's
it.
expensive.
I think
to
they'd
go
love
there,
you.
I think.
Yeah.
I love to go there, but I think it's pretty.
It is, yeah.
pretty
It's
pricey.
Fucking
Yeah.
Japan was by the fucking cost of your
£500
bus rides,
bus,
mate.
yeah.
Fucking
Joe, Joe,
Thank you
very
much.
much, man.
Cheers
Nice
for
one,
Good
man.
luck.
Thanks,
Yeah.
thanks
Cheers,
for the
guys.
merch as well, guys.
Yeah.
Take
Alright.
care, boys.
Brilliant, man.
Good
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you.
Nice one.
Bye, mate. Wow.
Hey, that was long. That was the longest one.
Joking.
Mate,
long is
when
that
we were 50 minutes in, I thought we were like 20 minutes. I'm like,
I know,
fucking hell, we're
I
getting
know,
into
it's-
all that.
I think these cameras are going to be alright.
Oh, one's gone off.
You're joking.
No.